A desert landing witnessed in daylight and never fully explained. A roar cuts across the desert outside Socorro, New Mexico. Sergeant Lonnie Zamora is in his patrol car, pursuing a speeding vehicle through town, when the sound interrupts everything. Not thunder, not a passing aircraft. He breaks off the chase, turns toward the source. At first, he believes it's an accident, maybe a car overturned in one of the arroyos outside town. He radios dispatch. Nettie Lopez receives the call. Zamora reports a possible incident and tells her he's going to check it. Moments later, he radios again. This time, his tone has changed. He asks Lopez to look out the window and see if she can spot something in the distance. She asks him to describe it. Zamora tells her, it looks like a balloon. But what he's approaching is no balloon. The land outside Socorro is rough, rocky desert, shrub bushes, and even ground carved by dry gullies. As Zamora drives closer, he slows, and then he sees it. A metallic object, resting low in the arroyo, oval-shaped, smooth, rough for the size of a car. No wings, no visible seams, no rivets. On the side, a red insignia, unfamiliar. Zamora later reports something else. Near the object, two figures, small, dressed in white coveralls. He describes them as human in shape, but possibly small adults or large children. It's brief. Then everything changes. The roar intensifies. A flame bursts downward from beneath the object, blue and orange, forceful, concentrated, like a blowtorch or rocket exhaust. The ground erupts with dust and debris. Zamora instinctively turns away, shielding himself, expecting an explosion, but none comes. When he looks back, the object is lifting, rising rapidly, then moving away, climbing into the sky, until it's gone. Silence returns. Zamora moves down into the arroyo. What he finds is not imagined. 4 deep indentations in the ground, each roughly circular, pressed into the soil with clear weight. The earth around them disturbed, loose gravel displaced. Nearby, greasewood plants appear burned. No tracks lead in, no tracks lead out, no debris, no wreckage. Zamora reports everything formally. His account is detailed, consistent. By the next morning, word has spread across Socorro. Local officials arrive. Photographs are taken. The site is examined. Newspaper editor Ted Rayner and publisher Louis Rendell are escorted to the location. Images are captured of the landing marks and the scorched vegetation. Other reports begin to surface. A tourist travelling along US 85 claims to have seen a low-flying object before it landed. A gas station manager recounts a driver describing a strange helicopter that passed overhead, unlike anything familiar. The case is escalated to Project Blue Book, the US Air Force's official UFO investigation program. Investigators arrive. Measurements are taken. Soil samples collected. Zamora is interviewed extensively. Astronomer J. Allen Hynek later reviews the case and considers it one of the most credible sightings in the entire program. Explanations are proposed. Experimental craft, a hoax, misidentification. Some suggest Zamora may have witnessed a test of a lunar landing device from nearby White Sands. Others, like skeptic Stuart Campbell, argue the sighting could have been a misinterpretation of the star Canopus under unusual conditions. But none of these explanations fully account for the physical evidence or the sequence of events. The official conclusion remains unchanged, unidentified. In the years that followed, the site itself became part of the story. There were proposals to develop it as a tourist location. Markers were eventually placed, though not at the exact spot, due to local concerns the original area might have been contaminated. A police officer, a daylight encounter, physical traces photographed and measured, additional witnesses, no clear answer. So what did Sergeant Lonnie Zamora actually see in that arroyo? And why did it leave behind just enough evidence to be studied, but never enough to be explained?